I am honored that Brian Panish, class of 1984, agreed to be our commencement speaker today. And I'm glad that we can be with Brian in the Rose Bowl, where he helped to establish the California High School Football Hall of Fame. As you can see from his biography in the commencement program, he is one of Southwestern's most accomplished and successful alumni. He has obtained some of the most significant jury verdicts in U.S. history on behalf of plaintiffs, some of them in the billions of dollars, more than 100 over $10 million, and at least 6 over $50 million. He is regularly on the best lawyer and top lawyer list, and he's literally a legal titan. The verdicts he's won have had impact. As one newspaper explained, a local police force committed to more transparency after Brian's diligence exposed a systemic cover-up in a teenager's death. And the Los Angeles transit system adopted improved safety measures after Brian took on the case of a blind man who fell to his death on the track. Brian is part of 3 generations of Southwestern alumni. He is a torchbearer. His father, Howard, graduated from Southwestern in 1959. A World War II veteran, Howard Panish was an acclaimed trial lawyer who won California's first $1 million punitive damages award. Brian's wife, Rosie, graduated from Southwestern in 1989. And their daughter, Diana, graduated from Southwestern last year in 2021. I want to give a shout out to both Brian and Diana for recently being sworn in to the Nevada bar. Brian has exceptional talent and skill and is a role model for our graduates. He works hard but maintains a strong family life. As just one example, he coached his kids' sports teams when they were younger. He's the most prepared person in the courtroom. He studies legal development. He's confident but humble. He's a fierce but honorable competitor. He is persistent. He never rests on his laurels but continues to perfect his skills. He puts his clients first. He also continues to support Southwestern and our programs and students. His gift have helped to create the Panish Civil Justice Program and the new Yoka Panish Fellowship. He comes to campus. He speaks with our students. He hires and mentors Southwestern students and graduates. He truly pays it forward. Please join me in welcoming Brian Panish to the podium.
Good morning, and thank you, Dean Darby, for that introduction, and thank you for all that you've done in this 1 year since you've come to take over as the dean in the face of a pandemic, and how you've hit the ground running, and I know you're going to do great things here at Southwestern. So, Dean Darby, Board of Trustees and faculty, friends of the class of 2022, and most importantly, you, the great class of 2022. You've earned your Juris Doctorate degree. Those of us who have traveled that same path know what it takes, and it isn't easy. You should take the time now to appreciate this great accomplishment that you've achieved. The bar will be here soon, and there'll be plenty of time for that studying. But now, celebrate, take time, and savor and appreciate the fruits of your labor and feel good about what you've done. This is a big deal. Congratulations. Let's hear it again for the great class of 2022. And you know what? Let's hear it for Dean Darby. Come on, let's hear it for her. Give it up. All right. Studies have shown that it takes people about 20 minutes to figure out when someone's speaking that they don't know what they're talking about. So my speech will not exceed 19 minutes. As Dean Darby said, last year I sat up over there where all of you are as a parent, a proud parent of my daughter, Diana, graduated from Southwestern. And I know how you feel and what accomplishment for your child or your friend or your niece or your nephew to graduate from law school. And I was planning on saying, and I'm going to say it again, my daughter Diana graduated last year. She was a third-generation graduate of Southwestern. Interestingly, my other daughter, Catherine, and my siblings that are also all lawyers didn't make a good judgment. They did not attend Southwestern. And they did not share what all of us have, that great experience over there on Westmoreland. It's a lot nicer than when I went there, but it's a pretty big deal, and you all got to share in that experience together. Your family and friends have supported you through this journey. And as Steve Jobs says, the reward is the journey. Without your support system, your family, your friends that are there to pick you up, bring you food when you're studying late at night, give you confidence when you don't think you can pass the test, they have all been an integral part in your success. And each and every one of you owe them a great debt of gratitude. And please express that debt to them today, how much you appreciate what they've done for you. And as has already been said, your journey was not without challenges. The pandemic, virtual learning, and Zoom. When I went to law school, they didn't even have computers, let alone iPhones and iPads or Zoom. So you are without a doubt a new generation as you go forward from Southwestern. And one of my heroes is a guy named Tim Grover, and he was a trainer and inspirational leader. And what he always said was the number one quality in a winner is perseverance. And that's what you've had to show a little bit about it as you've navigated through these challenges and you fought through them and you made it. And there will be times in your career when you'll think things are bad and you'll remember that you've done it before and you can do it again. I want to share today with you just a few thoughts and tips that I've learned most the hard way after 38 years of practicing law. And it's called practicing law because that's what it is. Constant training, practice, and refinement of your skills. And that process never stops. And all good lawyers know that each and every day they learn something new and they continue to improve their skills. And when you take this job and look at it like that as a never-ending practice, you'll understand what you need to do. So today I want to talk about, number one, maintaining your integrity while challenging yourself with grit and a bit of skepticism while you have passion for your job and compassion for your clients. First, I want to talk about grit. We all have potential for some type of grit. Dr. Angela Duckworth has studied grit. She's at the University of Pennsylvania. She's written on the subject. She studied grit in schools, and she's studied people. And what she's learned through all these studies and the development of a grit scale and a grit score is that the people that have passion and perseverance to achieve their long-time goals have grit, and they're successful. Grit explains why some people fail and others are successful at achieving what they want to get. When things get painful and tough, people with less grit give up, and they're the first ones to not reach their goals. However, gritty people battle through the obstacles. They hone in on their skills and goals on what they want to accomplish, and they hurdle all those obstacles in the day-to-day life that we face. At Southwestern, you learn grit, but your grit development has just begun. As you move forward with your career, you will continue to cultivate your grit. One way to do this is by setting challenging goals that are achievable. Achieving challenging goals will make you feel great. The best lawyers are not the lawyers always that had the highest GPA or the highest LSAT score, or they were number one or top ranking in your class. It's a lawyer that knows what it means to fail and continuing on, not afraid to fail again. Those are the lawyers that have grit, and those are the lawyers that do not fear failure, but failure acts as a motivation. Your goal should challenge you to learn new things, new areas of the law, to learn new skills, whether it be writing, negotiating, oral advocacy. Those are what you need to do each and every day as you improve as a lawyer. Importantly, you should always remember integrity and your reputation are paramount. In this profession, there are things that are black and white, and those decisions are easy to make. But at times, there will be decisions that are in that gray area that, you could go one way or the other. And it's critical that you use your best judgment and err on the side of always maintaining your integrity. Good lawyers know that how they practice is as obligatory as what they practice. Their word is their bond, no matter how small or great, and they always keep it. Warren Buffett says it takes 20 years to build a reputation, but just 5 minutes to destroy it. Once you work to build your reputation, because that's what you're going to do when you get out there and you're going to start building your credibility and your reputation, it's going to be one of the most valuable assets you have. And you must do everything you can to protect that reputation that you've built. Honor the profession. Without a doubt, no profession is more honorable than the law. The law as a profession is a historical journey, just like it's a personal journey for all of us. Lawyers in the 20th and 21st century have used their skills to defend the constitutional rights of individuals, to protect the liberty and justice of others, to advocate for just causes, and to protect the powerless. The law is a system that lawyers help create and refine. We should always be asking ourselves, are we improving the lives of people when we strive to make the system better? That's what good lawyers do. Then I ask, why are there so many lawyer jokes? I know you've become aware of that, and everybody has a lawyer joke. It seems to me that there's a disconnect between the public's perception of the functions lawyers can't serve and how they perceive lawyers. As new lawyers, you should always keep in mind the public image of lawyers is your personal image. Your actions should be guided by the desire to maintain the positive image of lawyers, helping, advocating, and counseling clients. Now, I know everybody here today is not going to run out and become a lawyer, and many of you will go in the business world or the entertainment world or civic service or a whole myriad of careers. Others may devote themselves to the arts, to philanthropy, and many other ventures. The possibilities are endless. But the path you choose, the education at Southwestern that you've acquired, will help you excel in any profession, any career you choose. Whether you had a large law firm, you hang up your shingle as a solo practitioner, you work in a government job, or you start making TV shows. You can forge your own path ahead in your own making. Your training here will serve you very well. Just remember that it's your allegiance to the principles, the rule of law, and not the profits or perks of any profession. Always keep a healthy skepticism. What does that mean? Every successful lawyer maintains a healthy skepticism. Many lawyers have felt the bad, unfortunate experience of meeting a witness or a client or someone, and they tell you this story, and you learn that maybe what they told you isn't exactly the whole story. And you get into a case and you learn that what you were told maybe wasn't true. And experienced lawyers will tell you how they've experienced that many times. And it happens quite often. And as a result, you're set up for some unfortunate consequences that could have been prevented. Successful lawyers always maintain that healthy skepticism to avoid these unfortunate situations whenever possible. Remember this, if something sounds wrong or too good to be true, it probably is. And stick with this principle, trust but verify. And I think that'll serve you well. Have a passion for your job and your work, whatever it is. Successful lawyers almost always have a true passion for the job. You've heard the phrase, choose a job you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And there's tons of scientific evidence that establishes the importance of passion in someone's work. Some of you have already developed that enthusiasm for learning, that enthusiasm for the law, and you'll continue to cultivate that. But you must have that passion, you must have that desire, that perseverance and that grit. And you then will be happy, you will feel more fulfilled, and you will do a better job as a lawyer or whichever field you choose to thrive in. Finally, two other points. Number one, always have compassion for your clients. Without compassion for your clients, you will never reach your true professional potential. Many, many legal scholars and minds always highlight the importance of civic service and offer lawyers, young lawyers, advice. Former Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg told law students that they should try to use their degree to make things a little bit better for other people. And I think as you go through your career and you think of that, it's going to be a good guiding light for you. But remember this, a lawyer who's committed to representing and helping their clients will find meaningful success in their professional life. Don't be afraid to show your passion for your clients' causes. It's going to make you a better lawyer and a better person. I want to end up talking about communications. Communication skills for lawyers are essential. Lawyers are counselors and communicators. Lawyers communicate with clients, with other counsel, with courts, whether it be in writing or verbally. Never miss an opportunity to enhance your skills of communication. But it's not also just about the law, it's about the business of law. Lawyers and law firms spend a tremendous amount of time and money trying to attract clients. Lawyers need to know how to network with potential clients and how to demonstrate their professional skills and capabilities to represent the clients. And remember, the greatest lawyers in the world can't do anything unless they have a client. And I want to share with you just one story as a young lawyer, a second-year lawyer, working in an insurance defense firm. I was having some success, and I thought I was doing pretty good. And the boss, one of them, was a guy by the name of Lee Lipscomb, graduated Southwestern Law School. I was working over on Wilshire Boulevard, just a few blocks from Southwestern. And Lee, I was telling him about something. He goes, "Hey, Brian," and he had this drawl. He was from Durant, Oklahoma. He said, Brian, sit down. Let me tell you something, son. I could drive up and down Wilshire Boulevard and find trial lawyers all over the place. But you bring me some lawyer that's bringing in the business, and you could sit back in your desk, talk on the phone, put your boots up on the desk and smoke cigars. And I always remembered that, if you don't have the cases or the clients, you're not going to be successful. So networking is critical. Networking and interacting and developing relationships will be the success, will help you. Join the Southwestern Alumni Association. It's a network and a community of over 15,000 lawyers, judges, and other professionals. Get involved. Be passionate about what you do. My advice and tips for your work after graduation are to maintain your integrity while continually challenging yourself with grit and a bit of skepticism and passion for your job and compassion for your clients. Congratulations to you all again for this great honor of Southwestern's graduation and attaining your Juris Doctorate degree. And as you go out there, be ethical, but be skeptical. Be passionate and compassionate. And never forget your grit. Good luck, and God bless you all.